The puck is held. Barry Belay steps loose. High slot. As he's falling, he takes a shot. It was blocked by Borgen. The fans want a penalty. Play continues. Barry Belay left wing side. Stick handles in some traffic. Sets up Andreoff. One-timer! He scores! Andy Andreoff ignites the Teddy toss in Syracuse. It's a snipe from the left wing circle, and it's 2-1 Rochester with 3:47 to go in the first period. And the Teddy's flying here in Syracuse. All sorts of Bears on the ice right now. We've got our little green duck here in the broadcast booth. We'll get ready to toss this bad boy. But a great goal from Andreoff and a perfect setup. Ready for the throw. Here we go. Oh, how about that? And they're still raining down here in Syracuse. Folks down in the front rows are helping out the ones that are coming from the mezzanine level, getting them over the glass. All the Bears are lining up right now, and then once all of them get thrown out, there'll be a mad scramble to clear them up as quickly as possible. But Andy Andreoff gets his 11th goal of the season, and the Crunch have had a very good response after going down 2-0. That power play chance certainly starting some of the momentum, and then they finally capitalize. Great setup by Barry Belay, and Andreoff with the goal. And so it is the referees are having some fun with this too. Tosses are coming right in their direction. They're just flopping them a little further. They've gone into the benches. The Crunch players are trying to get them out of the bench, throw them onto the ice. And now the crew will hustle out and get them as quickly as possible off the ice. We'll have a count here this evening, and then hopefully later in the broadcast we'll get the final totals to the Bears. But a really impressive showing here, and they're still coming out on the ice. All sorts of different animals out there, obviously, mainly bears, but there's a lot of stuffed dogs as well. PetSmart really helping out tonight, and over the course of the last couple of weeks, donating a number of those stuffed dogs. But I saw what looked like my least favorite one I've seen right now is what looked like a stuffed spider. That is one I would be terrified of. But everything else out there as well, including that great duck. There was a large cheer. I'm not sure if there was something else thrown out there, but there's still a couple of Bears being lobbed into the Amherst bench, as you would expect. And opposing teams are certainly used to it, and it happens at home and on the road, and the visiting team has to deal with it. Now with 3:47 to go in this first period, the Crunch have are down 2-1, but they are on the board, and they're got the momentum in their favor right now. So everyone out there right now helping out. This will be just a couple of minute delay. There are still some Bears being tossed over the glass here in the final moments. The referees helping out to stuff some of the bags as well. There is the very large green collection box. Some Crunch players also, at least in the area, getting some of those Bears into bags. Andreoff is credited with the goal, as you'd expect. Great shot from Andreoff. Again, he was robbed on that breakaway chance on the Crunch power play. And that was a tough one, which you thought maybe the Crunch would have got going after that, and they certainly have. So Andreoff gets the goal. Barry Belay gets an assist, and he extends his scoring streak to now 11 consecutive games. He's been great. Certainly been great for the Crunch. And he just continues to be sensational. His 11th, now an 11-game scoring streak. And yesterday he hit that 10-game mark, which is the longest by a Crunch rookie since at least the 05-06 season. Now, the records here in Syracuse don't go back further than that, at least in terms of the game-by-games. At least not yet. We'll eventually get to that point. So it could be the longest by a Crunch rookie ever. But at least the 05-06 season where our records go back to. Now, this 11-game point streak, the longest by a Crunch rookie. Andreoff is his 11th goal of this season. He has been so good for the Crunch as well. And now points in back-to-back games. And over the last 11 games, including tonight, he's got points in 9 of them. So he's been a solid contributor for the Crunch. And what a great addition for this Tampa Bay organization. He's been a great veteran presence on this Crunch team since the start of the season. Obviously wants to be in Tampa Bay, but he has been very impressive here in Syracuse all season, doing everything he can to get in at least a position for a potential call-up later on here in the year if necessary. Now the Bears continue to be collected here in Syracuse. They're about halfway gone now. Most of it on the near side of the ice has been collected. They're now on the right side of the ice. They're coming from the corner at the left side of the ice from our perspective. And they have cleared the Crunch's current defensive zone. And now they are working through the neutral zone on the near side. They're, again, a little quicker. They're into the offensive zone right now to our right. And then obviously the question comes, how does the team respond after all of that? And where does the momentum that the Crunch may have generated, does it continue, or does this break help the Amerks? With 3:47 left of this opening period, Andy Andrioff has the Crunch back within 2-1. His 11th goal of this season. He's now tied with Corey Conacher for the team lead. Those two continue to go back and forth. First, Conacher jumps ahead, then Andrioff jumps ahead, then Conacher comes back. That's the way it's gone over the last week or two. They have been really two great players, and it's been a line that has been pretty much together since Corey arrived here in Syracuse just over a month ago. So they continue.